Women of Reddit. What makes a man attractive? Answer 1. Emotional intelligence. Knowing when to say things and how to phrase them in a way that is appropriate in that situation, and being a good listener. Empathy, compassion, and kindness. Not being too proud to say sorry, and being willing to accept that he can be wrong sometimes. Taking the initiative for things like helping out without asking. Being responsible, and showing that he really wants to keep his words. Maturity and stability in how he handles difficult situations and responds to things, not running away from problems, but finding ways to solve them. Thoughtfulness, showing in little ways that he cares without expecting anything in return. Being respectful of people and not making lewd, derogatory comments about people. Confidence without being arrogant and self-obsessed. Reply 1. And good skills. You know, like nunchuck skills, bow hunting skills, computer hacking skills. Girls only want boyfriends who have great skills. Reply 2. Also having a mustache. That's a good skill. Answer 2. Don't talk about something gross when you're at the dinner table with all your romantic partner's family, for example. Other examples would be, do not flirt with someone right after they break up with another person. Do not make a joke about a bad thing right after the bad thing happens. Use big words to try and sound smart on a job interview. Speak in layman's terms when explaining the inner machinations of a graphics card to someone who is not tech savvy. It's a very simple concept. It's not emotional intelligence, though. It's just prudence. Answer 3. Humor. Reply 1. This can't be right. I'm still single, and I'm a joke. Answer 4. Answer 5. A magnetic bodysuit. Answer 6. Telling him do something that's his thing. Something that he's really good at and became good at because he just loves doing it. Basically, being in flow state. Reply 1. This is why I have a weakness for and a tendency to keep dating hooking up with musicians. Most men I've dated or had flings with were talented musicians. No matter what instrument they played, they seemed to universally almost go into a trance, and that shit's ducking hot because they don't even have to pay attention to what they're doing because they have the technical knowledge down to muscle memory and can just bask in the rest of the experience. I often wonder if I was an ill-fated groupie in my last life. Reply 2. Ha ha ha! I'm sure there's plenty of musicians who are as talented as they are decent human beings. If you try out enough of them, I'm sure you'll find one. Reply 3. Bah! It's a bit of a catch-22 there, because in my experience, when they are relatively decent human beings, they often realize the amount of drive and ambition they have, combined with the lifestyle, breeds resentment in romantic relationships and choose not to date. There's a guy I've seen very casually on and off throughout the years whenever I'm in between serious relationships and need something non-committal to clear my head for a bit, and that's his deal. Never any animosity between us because he's never felt the need to play with my head to satisfy his ego. And at the same time, I understand from my previous dealings and never hold him to any expectations that are really any higher than, you're a musician, ho, and I'm just a regular ho, so sometimes maybe we should be hoes together. I think that's basically one of the best possible outcomes you could ask for that falls short of, and he's a perfect and faithful, loving, healthy partner with musicians, LOL. Answer 7. Not a woman, but my friend is one, and she said anything opposite of me. Answer 8. Effort and making time to spend, talk, see you. Answer 9. Aside from the completely obvious answers, does he seem like he'd mesh well with me? That guy who literally looks like an Abercrombie model might be attractive in some sense, but I'm not going to be very into it because I just don't think we'll have a lot in common. Same for the guy whose entire Instagram is mountain climbing pics, or the guy who wants to open his own real estate firm, despite only having a year of experience in the industry, or the guy who works as an artist and lives in a one-room apartment. Those guys are probably all great in their own way, but I don't get the sense that they're going to mesh with my own predictable, suburban, white picket fence preferences. The guy who's most attractive to me is the one who looks and seems like he'd fit nicely into my lifestyle. Reply 1. Yep, 100% this, and it goes both ways. Like, if I see a girl with a great body and perfect makeup, hair, tattoos that likes to go clubbing every weekend and take revealing selfies, then yeah, I'll be attracted to her on a physical level. Very attracted, probably. But I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole for a relationship. There's no way it could work, even if she was the sweetest girl on earth. And that kinda makes her unattractive. Reply 2. This really helps me put into perspective my breakup after a 2-month relationship that I thought was really good. I never got a true answer as to why she didn't want to be with me. I was told the sex was amazing and that she loved how fun me and my group of friends were. But in the end, although we appeared to be similar on the surface, we were wired completely differently. She was the type of girl to enjoy staying in and enjoying the quietness of life, and I'm the type of person to be very social and enjoy being out. Think city guy versus country girl. Reply 3. I'm a country guy. My girlfriend's a city girl. I'm outgoing, and she likes to stick to herself more. How outgoing you are and where you live are not correlated. Answer 10. Tall, dark, and varicose. Answer 11. Genuine kindness. Not just to me, but to everyone. It's so attractive. Yesterday, my fiance asked a random guy outside a store if he needed a hand because he had boxes, a baby, and a collapsed stroller. I love him. Answer 12. A man that has already prepared his wood for winter. Reply. My wood is prepared all year round. Answer 13. I don't know about y'all, but I like veiny forearms. Honestly, you could be the ugliest M-ducker on this planet. If you have veiny hands, I'll be all over you. Reply. Vascular is a better fit. Answer 14. Being kind and funny. Cute at times. Nice hands. Answer 15. When they are clean and take care of themselves. Shaving, skincare, good smell, etc. Reply. Note to self. Fart less, shave more. Answer 16. Intelligence and a sense of humor. I've been with guys who weren't likely too attractive to others, but their whip-smart and goofy personalities made them completely irresistible to me. Answer 17. A man who knows how to take care of himself. Excellent credit. Knows how to eat P-word. Answer 18. Have your shit together. I mean have a fulfilling life of your own complete with job and hobbies and interests. Clean living space. Apartment or house. Not your parents unless you are taking care of them or it is mutually beneficial. If you have decorated your space and your furniture matches, it's a huge plus for some reason for me. Be capable of conversation. Easygoing and realistic outlook on life in general. Goals and aspirations are nice. Be in touch with your inner nerdy child, but also be mature enough to know when it's appropriate. Respect me, but also smack my ass when I'm in the kitchen. Answer 19. Not a woman, but one I hear a lot. Rolling up our sleeves. Answer 20. Definitely complaining about not being able to get a girlfriend. And if you can throw in a little something about wishing you were dead, get ready for the slip and slide. Answer 21. A big heart that cares about people and things. Having strong relationships with family or friends is a good sign. Willing to help the people they care about is another. Obviously, toxic family is an issue that no one can control, but in that case, making a family out of friends or community shows they know how to build relationships and have two-way communication. Being passionate about hobbies or issues shows a big heart. Being both interesting and interested, able to talk about those passions without being overbearing or alienating while caring enough to listen to what someone else is passionate about. In a similar vein, humor is great, but knowing how to read the room is better. Personally, I'm attracted to people who act rather than just talk. If they complain or critique things but do nothing, that is a huge turnoff for me. That is why I tell single folks to volunteer. Whatever the mission is, everyone there already shares something they are passionate about. Everyone there is action-oriented and ready to do something rather than just talk about it. Everyone there is already part of a community and are more interested in giving than taking. Even if you don't find a soulmate, you will find friends and help your community. The lessons learned will be an asset when you do find them. Answer 22. You can believe all these comments, but for me personally, my whole life up until about 27 years old, I was the guy every girl said they wish they could find a guy like me. Then I committed to getting lean. Like, too lean in most people's eyes. I looked skinny with a shirt on, but I was ripped without one, and I had a jawline. I also tanned like crazy. I've never received more attention from women in my life. I know it's bold to say, but I actually got tired of it. Getting laid was no longer a chore. Women just wanted to feel my abs. I like to think my friendly personality and my ability to make people laugh is what sealed the deal, but I know my body at the time is what was getting me all that attention. I got addicted to cardio and developed an eating disorder under the assumption the leaner I got, the more attractive I'd be to women. And the sad thing is, it was true. Looking back, I don't regret those years because despite the eating disorder, I was very healthy and the times I had with women were wild, and I was lucky enough to fulfill a lot of fantasies I always had. The thing was that a lot of these girls would say the same things girls are saying here about what they liked in guys. But from my experience, when it came to their sexual urges, they wanted someone who looked like an underwear model to dig their fingernails into. So that's what I became. It led to a lot of one-night stands, and not necessarily in a bad way. I met a lot of really interesting and nice girls, and the understanding of booty call was always mutual. I'm happily married now to a woman I am head over heels in love with, truly my best friend. I'm not ripped anymore, but I'm in good shape. Just no defined abs and no tan anymore. I just work out now to stay healthy and be active with my wife and friends. I still get flirted with by women sometime, but nothing like how it used to be, and I'm perfectly okay with that. I know this question was for women, but I thought it was only fair to point this out from my perspective. We all have two desires, the one we feel good about saying, and the white-hot center that we usually don't say out loud to strangers. I found from my experience, most women wanted the same thing most men wanted when it came to physical intimacy. Someone who's hot. It's shallow and weak, but it's primal and it's true. I don't regret that part of my life, but I am definitely glad it's over. Answer 23. Confidence, but still being a bit hesitant and have signs of being shy. Answer 24. I think we need more hypotheticals, as in, college just started back up. I've got a few male friends. Who's the most attractive to you and why? And to answer that, it's the one who asks questions back and shows curiosity about my life. Also, flirting is not about being witty or impressing, but to show your interest. Nobody remembers that clever comment, but they will remember how you showed your interest. It also plays double duty of hitting the ball back to their court, which is what a witty comment does, except in trying to come up with one, it gives you brain paralysis, and then you think you're never going to be good enough and give up, and start eating banana peels to feel something. Anything. Answer 25. Playing video games. Reply. Please marry me. Answer 26. Oftentimes my mood. Timing really can be everything. Answer 27. A nice haircut. Speaking properly. No slang, cuss words, etc. Dressing in clothes that fit properly. Good posture. Answer 28. Wait, aren't women a myth?